The P. Diddy update. Sean Diddy Combs goes in front of the judge for the third time trying to make bail. Now, we have an update on a lot of things about P. Diddy going into this third bail hearing, and one of them is that P. Diddy has been using other inmates' phone privileges to make phone calls, thinking that they are not recording those calls and realizing he's the one making the call. P. Diddy has been trying to get out to his people and try to discredit a lot of the witnesses and people with allegations against him. He's trying to dig up dirt and trying to discredit the witnesses in order to help his case. He's not understanding that if he's in the unit with 20 other people, they are monitoring everybody calls in that unit and they can hear his phone calls. We don't know what P. Diddy has stated on those phone calls. We don't know what he is saying on those phone calls. But going into this third bail hearing, I'm pretty sure that is going to be a big conversation that the district attorney and the federal prosecutors are going to try to use to deny him bail for the third time. P. Diddy is trying to make bail by asking for an ankle monitor. He's asking for 24-hour security. He's asking for limited visited privileges. And he's asking a lot of things in order to get the judge to see it his way and let him out on bail. But one thing about Sean Diddy Combs is he has too many people that has allegations on him. He has too much time he's facing. And if he has been using those phones inside the jail facility, other people's phones, and having conversations about witnesses and trying to tamper with witnesses, trying to tamper with evidence, and trying to do things like that to better his case, he is definitely going to get denied for bail. But because he still has a third bail hearing coming up, we cannot predict the future and say Diddy is not getting out, but it's not looking good for Diddy. He is not smart to get on a phone thinking because he's using another inmate's badge number or phone privileges that they are not recording the calls and they cannot cipher that that is him on the phone with his people. And whatever he's talking about, if he's talking about anything about a witness, anything about contacting anybody that has something to do with this case, he is putting himself in a bad position. And I think on those grounds, his bail will be denied because he's a flight risk. He can tamper with witnesses. He has a lot of people that's willing to help him to get off of this time. And Diddy will put himself in a bad position if those phone calls that he has been making comes out that he was trying to get someone to tamper with the witnesses. Now, what is life like for Diddy in there? It's just the same program every day. There's allegations he has inmates cleaning up his room. There's allegations he has excessive commissary. He's having inmates cook food for him, and everybody's just catering and pampering Diddy because he has the money, and everybody in there is going to work for him if he's willing to pay them to do anything he want them to do. Get him extra clothes, extra sheets, extra pillows. He could, have money sent to another inmate's book and have the inmate shopping for him because commissary is limited. One inmate only can spend so much per week on commissary. So I'm pretty sure Diddy already has 4 or 5 other guys commissary fat because he's having his family send them money and then they're shopping for the things that Diddy want. So I'm pretty sure he only can have so much stuff in his room. So I'm pretty sure 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 guys that he's learned to trust in their rooms are filled with a bunch of snacks and knickknacks, and it's all Diddy stuff. And he's eating and drinking and kicking back, and room is cleaned and mopped, and fresh clothes every day, and they're making his bed up and they're cleaning his room up, and he's basically gonna live like a king best he can in there. But what his problem is he want to reach out to the outside world, and that's where the problem becomes at, because he's thinking, okay, if they give us a code to use the phone, then that lets them know who's on the phone. So he's probably cautious, saying, hey, look, I'm not going to put my code in and say certain things on this phone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Ron or Larry's code, and I'm going to talk to my people through that, and they're not going to say, no, it was me. But at the same time, it's just like, man, they're monitoring all those calls. You're in a federal facility. When you use the phone, what does it say? This call is being monitored and recorded. So, I mean, if P. Diddy got on that phone and was saying, hey, contact her or contact him, hey, man, look, you know, she been to jail before, he been to jail. These are accredited witnesses, and he's on there trying to get people to kind of like discredit the witnesses to help his case. He's putting himself in a bad position, and he really don't know that. He just sitting back so desperate to get out on the streets that he's in there making mistakes. And it happens all the time. He's not the first person to do this. He is not the first person to get in custody and get on those phones and incriminate themselves. And that's exactly what he's probably did. He's probably got on there and telling them to tamper with witnesses, tamper with evidence, telling them to contact people, trying to apologize to people through other people. And he haven't, you know, and things like this is the stuff that the district attorney and the federal prosecutors are going to bring up in his bail hearing to get him denied bail for the third time. So, I mean, Diddy's going up for his third bail. Will he get it? I doubt it. I think they want him to stay in custody until his trial is fully over. And if he win, he will be vindicated and he will be back on the street. If he lose, he will have to serve the time that he's sentenced for. And they got him on racketeering and got him on all type of charges, sex trafficking. And, in those cases right there, they carry certain amounts of time. So we have to sit back and we have to wait. But I think going into this third bail hearing, I think Diddy will be denied again, just for the simple fact that his allegations coming out that he's been trying to contact witnesses. He's probably been trying to tamper with evidence. He's probably been trying to, he's just trying to really, in his mind, help his case. But in reality, he's hurting his case. So, this is an update on P. Diddy going to court for his third bail hearing. This is the Aaron L. Show. Please support the channel by like, comment, and subscribe down at the bottom. And I'll be back at y'all with another one.